Rightio, it took a little second, but it's now live. I'll mute that so it doesn't affect what's going on. Now let's go. I'll start the main recording now. So 1, 2, 3. Did it start? I'm going to start again because it didn't tell me there. 1, 2, 3. Hi, and welcome to the 1010-Rock Show. First ever one we've got here. So we've got up to 20 different songs we're going to have featured here. It's not a review show, but the artist is still here and the artist is going to explain in detail why they wrote the song. It's still mega cool. It just won't be a 4-hour show like some of you might be scared it will be. So coming up first, we've got Rich Chambers from Vancouver. Rich, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us everything about yourself and why you wrote the song You're a Nice Guy, But?
Hey, Sparky, thanks for having me on. And I'm all about rock and roll. It's many people, as you guys all know, everybody knows out there how genre-fied the whole music industry's come. Everybody wants to know, what are you? And I used to say, I tell people I'm rock. Well, you pop rock, grunge rock, indie rock, on it goes. And I got tired of them. I just said, I'm rock and roll. People say, what's rock and roll? I said, oh, what was the original rock and roll? It was a mixture of about 4 or 5 different styles. I says, that's what I'm doing. So I put a little bit of a modern spin on it, and but the roots are there. It's all guitar, bass, and drums. And this particular song happened at a jam session once with my bandmates about 7, 8 years ago. And we're all hanging around, and the drummer had just gone on a date night before. It's always the poor drummer. And we were giving a hard time because he said everything was going great. But at the end of the date, when he went to drop her off, she looked at him and said, you know, you're a really nice guy, but, and then all of us started laughing because we knew it was coming after but where we should just be friends. Oh, but it doesn't quite work out. No, it goes, we've all been there. And I happen to be riffing on the main riff at that particular time as we're playing. One of the other guys screamed nice guy but in a microphone. 30 minutes later, we'd written the entire song, the 4 of us laughing, having so much fun. And I hope that comes out in the video. That's what I really tried to put in the video. So I'm only 1/4 of the songwriter in this one. But man, it was a fun song to write.
For any of you who aren't yet acquainted with Rich Chambers, just sit back and try and control the big smile that's going to come in your face because the man's just world class. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You're a nice guy, but Rich Chambers.
Dumped again, my heart ripped apart like a condom wrapper on grad night. I remember it like it was yesterday. Kathy and I were gonna last forever. I loved her, she loved me. Nothing could have been better. But pretty quick the music stopped and I was left without a chair. You know, I thought she said she'd never leave me. I thought she said she'd always love me. I remember going over to her house crying, baby, I love you, please don't leave me. But she didn't care. She just looked at me and said, you're a nice guy, but it's not you, it's me. You're a nice guy, but you can do better than me. You're a nice guy, but I'm just a little confused. You're a nice guy, but I want to date other people. You're a nice guy, but you're just a friend. I learned 2 things about breaking up that weekend. The first, kills the pain. The second, country songs are written by guys like me. But I moved on, I grew up, I met Medusa. She came, she went, she said, you're a nice guy, but it's not you, it's me. You're a nice guy, but you can do better than me. You're a nice guy, but I'm just a little confused. You're a nice guy, but I want to date other people. You're a nice guy, but you're just a friend. Weeks ago, I met Shelly at the local meat market. She didn't have much to sell, but I was a desperate buyer. A couple weeks after meeting Shelly, I met Danielle. Shelly was nice, but Danielle was everything I've always wanted in a girl. Soft, sweet, pretty, with legs that could crush my head like a grape. Now, I didn't know what to do with Shelly. Me and her just wanted different things. She wanted me, I wanted Danielle. I didn't want to hurt her, so I went with what works.
You're a nice girl, but
It's not you, it's me,
you're
baby.
a nice girl, but
You can do so much better than
you're a
me.
nice girl, but
I'm just a little confused.
you're a nice girl, but
I want to date other people.
you're a nice girl, but
You're just a friend.
you're a nice girl, but
I didn't want to hurt you. I hurt you. I'm thinking of your needs. You tried to make it work.
you're a nice girl, but
You just need to find yourself. We're much better friends than lovers. I just need a break from us.
you're a nice girl, but
We've grown apart.
you're a nice girl, but
It was never even meant to be. You're just a friend. Welcome to the friend zone. We've all been there. Too many times.
Absolutely. Just out of this world, Rich. Everyone was smiling there. Just
Thanks, Sparky.
right. This is how we're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. I've all sent you the actual playlist, right? So see your reviews. Why don't you leave them in the comments section of Rich's video and vice versa with all the other songs, right? Because that's going to help your YouTubes grow as well. So Rich Chambers, how does everyone find you? Let us know how we find you. Then we're going to move on to our next guest, Mr. Redbeard over in London. How does everyone find you, Rich?
Just Google Rich Chambers. I worked my ass off for the last 2.5 years, so I pop up everywhere when you Google my name.
Honestly, you're absolutely, what a pleasure it is to know you, dude. So, Rich Chambers,
Thanks,
everyone,
Sparky.
wee round of applause. And thank you, dude. Thank you. Let's unmute
Thanks,
Captain
everybody.
Redbeard. No worries. So we'll just keep Mark. Hey, Mr. Story. How are you? Could you
Hi there.
introduce yourself? Introduce yourself fully. Who is Mark Story, and what's the story behind Here Be Monsters? Why did you write that wonderful track?
All right. Well, my name's Mark Story, for those of you who don't know. And I write, produce everything I do. So everything you hear is me. Everything you see, I put in the video. So I'm not quite sure where these songs are going to go when I start writing them, but this one in particular, I wanted to write a kind of down and dirty rhythm and blues tune that took me back to some happy days back in the 80s. But I'll put a bit of a dark twist on it as I do. So Here Be Monsters. This is the song. Hope you like it.
Oh, they're going to love it, Mark. And as Tommy Krieger says, you can picture a full stadium of people singing the chorus of this track. So again, if you don't know Mark's Story, you're just going to fall in love with somebody else. So Mark's Story, Here Be Monsters. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
drinking blood from the skull of my enemy, rising up with a newfound energy. Gonna drive that choo-choo bomb and connect the adrenaline. My heart is banging with a bass drum, wired, ticking like a time bomb. Can't stop the revolution, bringing out the big guns. Gonna need a remix, we need to find the answers. Between the devil and the deep is a blessing and a curse. Mark my words, here be monsters. Here be monsters.
Mr. Story, you're a very unique man. You've even got your own genre of music, voodoo blues, eh? Isn't it just wonderful? So while I load up our next guest, who's Sabina over in Sweden, Mark, tell us how the best way to find you, etc. How does everyone find you, Mark?
Okay, if you go onto YouTube, it's Mark Story Music. There's a few Mark Stories on there, but none of them have got this beard. So look for the beard. Facebook, Mark Story Music. Instagram, Mark Story Music. And LinkedIn, Mark Story Music. And Reverb Nation. I've still got to get a Twitter account and I've still got to get a Spotify account, but you can catch me on YouTube or Facebook. And come and say hi.
Or you could go to toptalentpromotions.com and type his name into the search bar and you'll see about 30 articles he's in for all his songs being featured. People don't think about that. Type your name into the search bar of my website, I dare you. People like Rich, people like Mark, that's been in the Glenn, you've got tons of stuff, you know what I mean? So that's an advertisement as well, by the way, all your songs, and they're actually like music reviewed and stuff. So type your name into the search bar and see what comes up. Mark Story, everyone, what a legend. One of my right-hand man. So coming up next from Sweden, oh, there's someone else here. Sabina Chanturia, could you introduce yourself fully and what's the story behind your song Cry For Me? Why did you write that?
Yeah, it's I was very angry when I wrote the song. And it's it's about the sort of rise and downfall of a relationship, basically, to put it in short. And yeah, it's a pop rock song, I would say. It has a bit of a 80s vibe to it. And I wrote it on guitar, as most of my songs. So yeah.
Again, if you don't know Sabina, she's just a wonderful, wonderful artist and a really, really nice girl as well. So welcome back Nova to the show. He's a wonderful producer and a real close friend of mine now. But let's sit back and enjoy this amazing track, Cry For You by Sabina Chanturia. Enjoy. One love.
The vase is lying on the floor in a million pieces. You just walked out the door and you said to me, you're the one to blame. You really got no shame, no. Such a lie, baby. I wish I didn't cry. I wish I didn't care. I wish that I'd been doing someone that you know. You will cry for me like a baby on his knees. You will cry for me, baby. You don't know what you got till you're missing it. Till you're missing it a lot. And you will see you're never gonna find a girl like me. No, no, no. I wish I didn't cry. I wish I didn't care.
Absolutely incredible. And I'm sorry for calling it Cry for You in the way in there, Sabina.
Okay, thank you.
Cry for me. I'm a wee bit, my head's, this is a busy one tonight. So Sabina, just like the you know, before you, how does everyone find you? She's a most supportive lady as well. So all, you know, instead of leaving your reviews here, make sure I'll send you all the playlist. Leave comments for the genuine reviews you think of each other's songs, and it will go a long way if we do it this way. So Sabina, what's the easiest way to find you? And we're going to go with Anubis Morrison next. So Anubis, if you can hear us, brother, you're up next. So Sabina, take your time if you want. How do we find you? And I'll go load up the next song.
Well, I'm on Spotify, YouTube, and you know, all those digital platforms out there. So Sabina and then Chanturia. That's, you know, you Google that and you'll find me.
Honestly, you're absolutely wonderful. So again, if you're not connected to Sabina, just add her on Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. So thank you, Sabina.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
So I would just like to say to Guto Goody, your microphone is not connected, dude. So you may be better to leave and come back. I don't know if anyone, Darren, could you message him that in private? Because he's struggling, he'll not be able to even speak. So coming up next, we've got from Texas, Anubis Morrison. We can't really see you very well, brother, but we can just about make that's much better, dude. That's better. That's it. Anubis, I'm going to ask you to unmute, bro, and it was a big intro. Who is Anubis Morrison, and why did you write the song "Nothing to Fear"?
Oh, first you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Nice one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically I'm Anubis Morrison. I do, like Mark's story, I do everything myself. I write everything myself, write the songs, do the lyrics, do the music. I use acoustic guitars on everything, Martin acoustic guitars for my distortion. The song "Nothing to Fear" is quite simply about how people in life, we let society or religion dictate our life about how we're going to live our life. We tend to make decisions based upon what people are going to think about us, and we live in that kind of fear of failure, what people are going to think about us. We choose to express ourselves about who we really are. So in a nutshell, basically, it's about living your life, being who you are without any fear, basically, without, you know, worrying about what your family or friends or religion or government or anything in society is going to think about you. Quite simply, that's what it's about.
You're an absolute wonderful guy. There's only one Anubis Morrison, and he's just a great friend to have as well. So if you don't know Anubis, reach out to him, and his music is absolutely brilliant. So there you go. Anubis Morrison, with Nothing to Fear. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me, what do you see? Tell
Anubis, just as powerful as anything I've heard from you, bro. Fantastic, man. Just
Thank
one,
you, brother.
and again, feel free to leave your own reviews either in the chat here and or preferably on the YouTube channels of each other. So Anubis, while I load up our next guest, who's Medusa Glare, how do we find you? What's the easiest way to find you, Anubis?
Simple. Just if you type Anubis Morrison on Google, it'll come up. There's only one name I found out there that has that. Just type that in. Or, you know, if you go to YouTube, type in Anubis Morrison as well. Very easy. Basically type in Anubis Morrison, it'll come up. But for YouTube is where I prefer. So just type in Anubis Morrison, it'll come right up on YouTube.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Anubis, what a legend, man. Love you to bits, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Till the next time. So
Yeah.
coming up next from New Zealand is new in the family. He's a wonderful guy, great band he represents. Nathan, could you introduce yourself? Who are Medusa Glare, and what's the story behind your song Here and Now?
Right. So hey everyone. For those I haven't met, I'm Nathan, bass player and one of two vocalists in Medusa Glare. We're a classic rock band down in New Zealand. And this song is one of our earlier tracks. This is a song called Here and Now. We were a 4-piece at the time, and our now ex-vocalist wrote this song. It's a fairly introspective song. It's sort of about being caught up in the turmoil of life and stopping and looking at where you are and the internal struggles that you're going through in the here and now. So yeah, Sparky, I'll let you play this, and yeah, let us know what you think.
Honestly, absolutely brilliant. Sit back and enjoy Here and Now by Medusa Glare. One love.
Voices screaming in my mind.
Just welcome everyone, Medusa Glare, to your ear holes. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Danny, are you trying to say something there, bro? Do you need to go soon? Or Danny, did you put your hand up there, or were you clapping? Was that a clap? That's okay. While I load up the next guest, I'll let you know the planned order for the next three is Fourth Son, Crash World, Fourth Son South, then Danny Horowitz is the next three that I plan to do here. So tell us, Nathan, how do we find you while I load up the Crash World song?
Hopefully we're not too hard to find, Sparky. You'll find that song on YouTube. We've got a YouTube channel. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify as well. So if you like that song, I saw a lot of people digging that. Check it out. And thank you very much for all the fine compliments. Unfortunately, Jason parted company with us a few years ago, so I get the distinction of singing that these days. And it's a hard task. Thanks, man.
You're absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Everyone, Nathan, Medusa Glare, get him added. Very, very, very supportive person.
Thank you.
Friendly guy. So coming up next, the second Vancouverian of the evening. I don't know if I say that or not, but also from Vancouver, the same as Rich Chambers, Mr. Glenn McLeod. Could you introduce yourself and who are Crash World? And what's the story behind your song Black Swan?
I think it's Vancouverite. I think that's how we go.
Vancouverite.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Great stuff so far. Crash World is kind of a project with myself and a singer. I write, and then we get together and work things out. It was primarily initially an acoustic project, but when it came time to make the record, we made, it was either going to be all in or acoustic, so we went the all in route. Black Swan is a song that I don't know, I'm sure the other writers could relate to this. It's a little bit strange to tell people that don't write music, but I wrote this song and apparently it was about my daughter, but I honestly did not realize it at the time, or I was in some sort of denial. I kept telling myself, oh no, it's not. I don't really think in terms of, I'm going to write a song about that, something that personal. It was just kind of a tough time we were going through. And it always kind of rung a little bit like the old Beatles song from Sgt. Pepper, She's Leaving Home. It had that kind of thing somewhere in the back of my mind. It's not really that kind of song necessarily, but that's stuck in my mind. And it was also, the last thing I'll say about it is I wanted to use real strings on this record. And this might have been the first song that I was like, yeah, that needs strings. And I didn't want to just use a keyboard. I wanted the real deal, a string arrangement. And the guy that I worked with on that was just out of this world, absolute genius. So yeah, here we go.
Everybody's going to love it. You're a fantastic guy. Hey, Mark, story with the red beard. Isn't Glenn's just every bit as unique as yours? And his bandmate's got a blue mohawk. You need to get him on the show to join the Bright Colour Club. Absolutely. Without further ado, Black Swan by Crash World. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. I love it.
In the shadows, playing with arrows, collecting rocks and stones, watching you come back, filling your rucksack, piling up all of your bones. You fell out of favor, friends and your neighbors never could quite understand. Why did you leave us, such lengths to deceive us? You let things get so out of hand. Now we're waiting to hear from you. We want you back, it's honestly true. We hope, no we will. There's an emptiness here only you can feel. You are our dark flower, our little black swan, our angel that dances to her own drum. You are our rare bird, our most beautiful song. Forever is what you become. show weakness, reminders are heedless. Your smile always gives it away. Always so sure of a way to take care of things that stand in your way. Now please understand we're giving you space, but never think we don't care. Maybe some time can heal these wounds. We know it must feel unfair. Now I'm waiting for word of you. You're gonna worried, it's honestly true. It's just not the same anymore. The sun's not as bright since you walked out the door. You are our dark flower, our little black swan, our angel that dances to her own drum. You are our rare bird, our most beautiful song. Now and forever it's what you become. We're looking everywhere for a sign. We just want you back, bottom line. We're watching for you day and night. Our little ray of darkness, you bring us such light. You are our dark flower, our little black swan, our angel that dances to her own drum. You are our rare bird, our most beautiful song. Now and forever it's what you become. You are our dark flower, our little black swan, our angel that dances to her own drum. You are our rare bird, our most beautiful song. Now and forever it's what you become. Now and forever it's what you become. Now and forever it's what you become. Now and forever it's what you have become.
Just absolutely world class as well. The rock, they also do folk music and stuff like that. Glenn, again, tell us all what a wonderful track. Leave your reviews on the YouTube version. You've all got the playlist. Can I just say quickly to Black Nova, your song, I've not received it yet. So can you drop it? Can you drop it in the chat for when we get to your section? Glenn, how do we actually find you? And I'm going to load up the Four Sons South, the next guest.
Thanks for the comments, everybody. I'm seeing those go by. I'll read them in a second. I was enjoying watching it vicariously with you all, knowing you're all out there sharing the moment. We're just at Crash World Band. Just add band to our name, at Crash World Band, and you'll find us everywhere.
Well, without further ado, a round of applause for Glenn here.
Thank you,
Wonderful,
everybody.
wonderful
Thank you.
band, honestly. So just to give you the heads up, the next three guests that I plan to do now is Four Sons South, then Danny, and then Guto Goody, because his actual microphone's working now. So Guto, actually, could you just jump in here? What's your location? Whereabouts in the world are you, Guto? You have to unmute yourself, though.
He's Brazil, mate.
Yeah. Does anyone know a little bit of Portuguese? No? It's all right, he's muted. Right, so anyway, we're on the next section. We'll come back to you, brother. I'll work something out for the Spanish. Right, so let me just load up the next song. Peter from Four Sons South. Could you unmute yourself, dude? And who are Four Sons South? What type of music do you do? And what's the story behind your new song, The Moon? The Moon.
All right.
Right.
Four Sons South is we are a 5-piece in South Africa. We do rock. Yeah, I think just about every version of rock that there is. Man, maybe not so much metal, but anyway. I wrote The Moon. The Moon it influences our lives. It influences our moods, our love life, our future, everything. But the moon is just a ball in the sky, and you are responsible for your own actions, and you can't hang it up on this ball in the sky. And I played those two sides against it and try to put some nice melodies in. Unfortunately, one day I will learn and have the video ready when the song is being released. It was released now this Friday, and the video will come probably in a month or so.
Well, Peter, like everything else you do, it's absolutely world class as well. If you don't know Fourth Sun South, sit back and enjoy and make yourself a new friend, compadre. You can all help each other here. I'm just making the shows. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Where have the times gone? And where are we now? Here. As the sun goes down and the dark comes in, I can feel it creeping under my skin. So I close my eyes, listen to my heart, senses overload, I feel I fall apart. Mirror of the night, my divine and true, the possibility for eternal youth. So we keep our faith as we're coming near, making consciousness we shed our inner fear. And the moon is just a ball in the sky, she doesn't care at all. She will leave without saying goodbye, she knows that it is not her call. And the moon is just a ball in the sky, she doesn't care at all. She will leave without saying goodbye, she knows that it is not her call. And they'll never get a second chance, maybe in another lifetime.
Oh, my dude.
And the moon is just a ball in the sky, she doesn't care at all. She will leave without saying goodbye, she knows that it is not her call. And they'll never get a second chance, maybe in another lifetime.
Wow, isn't it? Fourth Sun South, ladies and gentlemen. Another world class band. Yeah. That everyone
Thank
needs to hear.
you.
So while I load up Danny Horowitz, Peter, could you take your time and tell everyone, how do we find you, bro? How does everyone find? Well, again, a very unique name, which is some of you.
Yeah,
most of you
it
lucky that way.
shouldn't be too difficult. Our handle on all the social media is Fourth Sun South. On YouTube, it's Fourth Sun South Topic. But Google it and you will find us. That will be no problem.
Well said, Peter. What a voice he's got. I mean, just absolutely wonderful, wonderful guy. A great friend as well. Stick in with Peter. He'll support you back. Peter, Poisson from Port Sun South. I don't know if I say that name right, but your second name's very hard to say. Peter from Port Sun South. So coming up next from Toronto, Mr. Danny Horowitz. Could you introduce yourself, Danny? And what's the story behind your song "Sorry from the Road"?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, this is Danny in Toronto, singer-songwriter here in Toronto. And I was listening to a Roy Orbison playlist one night, and I love Roy Orbison, and I thought I'd love to write a song in that style, and came up with a story kind of about the cycle of two people who keep meeting the wrong kind of people. And I'm very lucky to work with really great collaborators. So when I got to the studio with my producer and my musicians, we kind of chatted about how to instrumentalize the song, and it ended up sounding a bit like a Springsteen or an E Street Band song. We have a sax solo in the middle, we've got glockenspiel, and just a quick note: the saxophone is played by a guy named Henry Gluck, who sadly passed away earlier this year, but he was a tremendous saxophone player and just a really great guy. And I'm really proud of this song. It was engineered by Calvin Hartwick at Dreamhouse, and it was mixed by a guy named Dave Schiffman, who's from LA, and he's worked with a lot of top artists. And it was just kind of cool to get to work with him on this project.
Can I just tell you that I've put the live version up, Danny, when you're up on stage, because it's a beautiful video. Would you rather I played the audio, which is without the video? Because no one's seen you in a video yet, and it's good, but the audios could be maybe better. If you want me to play the other one, I can go and change it. If you can keep introducing yourself for 10 seconds.
I leave it to you. What do you think would be what people would like to hear better, the studio recording version or the audio version? The live version is really just me and an acoustic guitar and a harmonica, so it sounds a little more folky than rock. But I'm happy playing the live version. And then
honestly, it looks good. It looks good, man. It shows people you're in action, Danny. So I mean, that's the one I thought that was better to pick. You know, so let's go with that. It's a live version. Sorry from the Road by Mr. Danny Horowitz. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I want you to listen to all my music, but listen to this one because he really crushed it. But this is the acoustic version of it, and it's called "Sorry from the Road." A love like ours was never meant to last. I'm running away from you. I'm hiding my shame. Beautiful, but I couldn't make it last. We did what we do best. I changed and you stayed the same. I've known you before and I've been free. History is doomed to repeat. I need the road, you need me. You said I was pretending to sleep, that my heart was empty and bare. You thought I didn't feel it. Now it's time, there's nothing to hide or keep. Everything you feel is real. Don't act surprised to feel regret. It's the same old story written again. There's a reason you thought that we had met. I'm everything you want, but I'll never get. And you're everything to me, but what I want. One day I might think of you and wonder how I that was a sad song. And
Danny Horowitz, everyone. Absolutely. Beautiful man. You're one of the only male voices that can make a wee tear come to my eye, man. You're brilliant. So while that load up, Mary, who's Hertzen, our group Hertzen's coming featured next. Danny, how is the easiest way for everyone to find you? And again, everyone, take your reviews to each other's YouTube channels. These are all in the same playlist. It's quite easy. So Danny, how do we all find you, brother?
Well, first of all, thank you everyone for the great comments in the chat. Really appreciate that. Fortunately, my videographer was standing next to someone who's talking, so there's a little bit of noise, but glad it came through. Please find me on Spotify or anywhere you get your music, just with my name, Danny Horowitz, DanyHorovitz on Spotify. I think I'm the first Danny with one N-H that comes up. I'm Instagram at Danny Horowitz. You can find me anywhere, and I love playing live, but the studio versions with my collaborators have such a more fuller sound. I'd love for you to listen to those too. And if you're in Toronto, come and see me at a show.
Well, that's the thing, Danny. I mean, because every song that someone gets featured in my show, that's the only songs that I promote for you, really. So the Spotify version of it will be put into the Spotify playlists alongside each other. So when everyone starts to play ball that comes on this show together, we're going to have a really powerful unit. So they will hear your Spotify, your YouTube video will be put into the playlist as well. Danny Horowitz, everyone. Till the next time. So coming up next, a dear friend of mine. She knows 6 languages, but I don't think Portuguese may be one of them. Maybe could you
Not yet, I'm learning.
Not yet. I actually thought to myself, she must know Portuguese if it's 6 languages. So that I was kind of dropping my hint earlier, but maybe you can help Guty when he's on anyway a little bit better than me. So Mary, could you introduce yourself and your project Hertzen and the song Secret Sins? What's the story behind that?
Yes, Sparky, thank you for having me, first of all. And thank you, everyone. Yes, some of you know me as May Ray. I am an Italian producer based in Germany. I live here since 2007. And yeah, my second project named Hertzen, sorry, is basically a collaboration with a Brazilian producer. Yeah, and we just released our new LP album, and I'm really happy. It's called Emotionally Numb, and Secret Sins is the first single that has been released actually last year in November. And the song is about a toxic relationship and also about the courage to interrupt this relationship and to start from scratch, and also, you know, to have the courage to take back one's life, and yeah, to be courageous, and yeah, to be strong. And yeah, I hope you appreciate this song. I hope you like it, and I hope you can listen then the rest of the album, which is pretty various, and yeah.
Honestly, you're adorable. Your music's great, and this is a fantastic video. Mary is just awesome. She's a very, very supportive person as well. She's been through and commented on all of your videos today. I noticed it when I was looking. Mary's already commented on all your featured songs today. So let's play ball this way.
Yeah,
Mary, my project
also, yes.
Hertzen, Secret Sins. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Oh, something bad happened. Hertzen, Secret Sins.
Let me tell you about the love of my life. A man who showed me his darkest side. I think that he liked to hide. Rumor has it hush hush. In his mind you have secret sins. In his eyes no one is innocent. Where have you been tonight? What kind of revolution I wanna start tonight? It's a matter of living or die. Kind of
Absolutely wonderful, Mary. Or wunderbar, as they would say in Germany. I don't know how to say it in Italy, but just absolutely wonderful. I know everybody.
Thank you so much.
Everybody that sees you loves you, and they're new fans in an instant. So, could you tell us the easiest way to get a hold of you while I load up Tony the Stone song, who's next? So, Mary, take your time. What was the easiest or best way to find you, both Hertzen
Yeah.
or Mary?
Yeah, basically on our website, www.hertzenmusic.com. Hertzen with a T in the middle, Hertzen, T in the middle. And I want to say thank you also on behalf of Marcelo Ribeiro Diaz, who couldn't join us tonight. So thank you so much.
Well, until the next time, and again, whether you've left comments here, take it over to YouTube again, because that really helps the algorithm of people viewing you. If you get genuine comments, not fake ones, you're spending a couple of hours with each other on the show. They're as real comments as you'll ever get. Mary Hertzen, until the next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you for having me.
Mary, I don't know if you know a little bit of Portuguese and you could speak to Guto in private and ask him if he wants to go next, how much English he has for me, please. And after Tony, if you can
I can
do
try.
that.
I mean, I can write some Portuguese. I can try, but I cannot speak actually.
Well,
But
if you
maybe
can do that, that would be
Yes.
great. That
I
would be a help. Thank you, dear.
Sure. Thank you.
So, no worries. Coming up next from Missouri, a long-term member now, Tony the Stone. Could you introduce yourself, Tony? Who is Tony the Stone, and what's the story behind your song Sunday Morning?
Yeah, Tony the Stone. I'm a writer, producer from Kansas City, Missouri, USA. I pretty much write and play all the instruments and write all the lyrics, do the production and everything like that myself. This song, it's actually kind of funny because it was like really early in the morning on a Sunday, and I was driving by like this church that was by my house, and this person just pulled out in front of us and just like gave me the finger as they did, like cut me off, you know. And so it like kind of pissed me off. But I was like just thinking of, you know, this idea of like going to church on Sunday and everything, you know, professing all your sins or whatever, and you're a good person for that like hour while you're there. But then like as soon as you leave the parking lot, you're like doing something that's what somebody would probably consider, you know, against that whole idea. So this song is kind of based on that idea of, you know, like the temporary person who's Sunday morning, they're great, but then when Monday morning comes, it doesn't matter anymore. None of that stuff means anything to him. So this song is for the, I don't know, like 60-year-old lady in the Chevy Trailblazer from like a month ago. So
Honestly, you're such a lovable guy, great musician. He does many genres as well, and he's a very young man as well. So Tony the Stone with Sunday Morning. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next is Stephen Williams. So you get ready, brother. Let's go.
Sunday morning,
Tony the Stone, ladies and gentlemen. A man of many genres. What a wonderful track. Loved it, brother. So I know I said two names, but I says Guto's next and then Stephen. So Guto, if you're okay to open your mic, turn your mic on, you will be next. And Mary maybe come in to help. So how do we find you, dude? Tony the Stone, you're muted as well yourself there. Tony the Stone, let us know the best way to find you while I load up Guto's song, please.
Yeah, Instagram, Tony_the Stone, and then on YouTube, Tony the Stone. If you look me up there, I think I'm the only one. Those are really the best ways. Honestly, I'm on Spotify as well. So if you just look me up there, all my music will pop up. I have about an EP worth. This really isn't on there yet. This is kind of an unreleased track. I've been working on this more like have a little bit heavier stuff right now. So I'm excited to release everything that I've been doing with that. It's coming along nicely. So
well,
yeah.
Tony, we've got metal shows. I know you do EDM stuff as well, so we're doing shows in every genre. It's a little confusing to get it all started, but I'm on it, bro. So Tony's wife is going to be a writer on the website for Missouri as well, so that's something slowly but surely we're going to have a writer in every single country and state. We've got about 10 or 15 already, but they need to be thoroughly thought about because they can, it's a very, very special thing. And Tony, I can't wait to meet your wife. I don't know her yet, but I just can't wait to meet her. Tony the Stone, everyone. Until the next time.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Guto, unmute yourself, brother. You're muted. No, unmute. Yeah, press the button. You're struggling to understand me. We can't hear you, bro.
Are you hearing me now? Yes,
we hear you now, brother. Yes. Hi, Guto. Could you
thank you.
introduce yourself and your song, Imu Amaro Voce. I don't know how to say it.
Eu me amarro em você is I titled on you. Yes, I made from my wife.
Oh.
Yes, it's account some parts of our meeting. Yes, I meet her in a show of rock and roll, and I make these songs in late years, some years ago, and it speaks about a good relationship. Yeah, the songs about love, sometimes 30 and make it. I try to make it glad. Something get right. Yes.
Very good, man. You're very good song. Everyone, Guto is just new. He's never always started speaking a couple of days ago. Fantastic artist. And the next time you're on a show, I'll make sure Costa, my Brazilian friends are here. Costa or Geraldo. So Guto, I can't even introduce the song name. You say the name again. What's the song name? The song?
Yes, let's go.
Amaro El Voce, you say. Yeah?
Yes. Thank you.
Let's go. One love. Enjoy.
Let's go.
A gente almoça junto, a gente ouve a mesma música, a gente está sempre ligado no Facebook,
Huge round of applause. It's universal. That Guto Goody, wonderful, amazing, world class man. How do we find you? How do we find you, Guto?
Well, sorry, repeat, please.
Do you have a website or what? Are you on Instagram, YouTube, anything?
Yeah. Yes, my Instagram, Guto Goody, and the channel of YouTube too, Guto Goody. Yes, and you're invited to follow us. No, them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, and we will see you again another day. Yes.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be with you here. Yeah.
Hey,
and these guys and girls, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, man. We've got 4 more songs left, so this is a really quick format. 5 if you can send me the one that you want, Black Nova, because I've not got it yet. Well, what I'll do is I'll close the show with you, Black Nova, because there's so many comments I can't see it anymore. Just send it again just before your shot, and we'll take it from there. So Guto Goody, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice one. So from one world-class musician to another, Mr. Stephen Williams, do you want to introduce yourself over in Florida? Who is Stephen Williams, and what's the story behind your song Safe Inside?
Sparky, thank you, man. Appreciate the opportunity as always. And wow, great artist so far, man. This is really, really a lot of talent on the show today. So thank you. Yeah, this song Safe Inside is a little bit of an angsty song. It's a little bit heavier than I typically do. I did collaborate with a drummer. His name's Robin Diaz. He's actually on tour with the band Live. I don't know if any of you have heard of the band Live, and he tours with Candlebox as well. So really, really exceptionally cool artist. And also my buddy Bob Hewitt is a multi-instrumentalist, and he adds bass and lead guitar and all kinds of stuff in here. So this song, it was a tough couple of years for a lot of people everywhere throughout the world. So just kind of tapped into that angst. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. It is mixed and mastered by the bass player from Candlebox. His name's Adam Curry. I wanted to drop a line for him. And the video is still coming. So Sparky, thank you for being cool about letting me bring it on without the video being completely done. But I appreciate that, man.
It just means we have to feature it again one day. So yeah.
All right, man. We'll do it.
Stephen Williams with Safe Inside. If you don't know how skilled this man is, just sit back again. You have a big smile on your face. Safe Inside with Stephen Williams. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely wonderful, bro. Love it. Absolutely
Thank you.
great. Stephen Williams, everyone. So how do we find you, dude? Because unlike some other people here, your name's not the easiest to find. What's the best way for anyone to contact you? Well, I load up KG Roberts as our fourth from end guest. We've got KG Roberts, Stephen Boyce, Darren Deflean, and Black Nova. 4 more songs left. So how do we find you, Stephen?
Yeah, I put in the chat my Instagram. I focus mainly on Instagram and also Spotify. So if you go to my Instagram account, I follow pretty much everybody so far except for Guto. I've got to find him. But yeah, in my the link in my bio, you can get to all my Spotify tunes and all that. And any support definitely will be reciprocated, guys. So I appreciate everything. And again, thank you for the cool comments too, guys. Much appreciated. Thanks, Sparky.
Hey man, till the next time, dude, and I'll see you as my co-host on the open mic shows, amongst many other things. 40, 50 songs he's got released already, and some of his guitar playing's up there with anybody. So check him out, Stephen Williams. Love you, brother. Till the next time.
Man, thank you, brother.
So next, Mr. KG Roberts. Where's KG Roberts? Is he in the house still? Kevin Garrison. Could you unmute yourself, Kevin? Who's KG Roberts as a band, and what's the story behind your song Next One Down?
All right, so we were well, first off, hey everybody. So far today that sounded outstanding, everybody. I've been following you on YouTube. I'm terrible at Instagram and everything, so if you find me on Instagram, follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm doing my best to keep up with all of you on YouTube at the same time we're going through this. Everybody sounds great today. KG Roberts is just a stage name. A friend of mine gave me that while I was in college and it just stuck. Wound up going with the name, just using that as the name of the band. That's kind of a long story. I'm not going to get into that. The song Next One Down is about meeting this beautiful, lovely young lady that I worked with while I was working in the automobile industry. And there was just something there. I don't know what it was. As soon as I walked in, I was on vacation. I came back, there she was. It was crazy. And she didn't want nothing to do with me. That's fine. It's fine. I got a great song out of it. I enjoyed meeting her. So I went outside and I wrote down these words after a very awkward exchange with her. And I started singing them along to a rhythm, which sounds nothing like the song. My brother wrote the music to this song. He brought it to the table and he started playing it. And I started singing the song right along with it. And I was like, all right, there it is. I guess that's what this song's going to be. Hope you all enjoy it.
Oh, I know they're going to love it. So KG Roberts with Next One Down. And just before we go, what's your location again, Kevin? I'm embarrassed to say that I forgot. What state or country are you in?
I'm from Missouri.
Missouri. I thought that the same as Tony the Stone. I'm sorry, I didn't remember that. Next One Down by KG Roberts. I'll edit it now. One love, enjoy.
Behind us, so captivated, her mind is misbehaving.
Kevin Garrison, aka KG Roberts Band, just absolutely wonderful. If you weren't acquainted with Kevin, well, another world-class musician we've got here in the Top Talent Music family. Kevin, how do we find you, dude? You can take your time while I load up Mr. Boyce's track. How do we find you, KG?
Kind of confusing, and I'm trying to fix that with my distribution and everything, but you can look up k.g.robertsband and you'll find most of me, but there's a lot of stuff over on Tone Misfit Productions, which is actually where it's all supposed to be, but I'm not very tech savvy, so it's kind of weird. But you can find me on all the Facebook, KG Roberts Band, Instagram, I think it's KG Roberts Band at Tone Misfit, or it's Tone Misfit at KG Roberts Band. I can't remember anymore. And I think that's about it. And of course, on YouTube, KG Roberts and Tone Misfit Productions. Thank you. I appreciate all the comments, everybody.
Hey, fantastic, man. I really do hope you can all take them comments to YouTube, because I'm going to actually start to try and do that on the shows, because they're more valuable out there on your channels, you know, to each other. So, and while you're sitting here listening, if you know how to have an extra tab open, hey, that'll make your show even more fun. KG Roberts, till the next time. Thank you, bro. Just Kev.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Coming up next is the gentleman who's the closest to me, is in the same part of England. He's in Cornwall, Mr. Stephen Boyce. Could you introduce yourself, Stephen? And what's the story behind your song, Nothing New, brother?
Hi there. Yeah. Am I on yet?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So I'm Stevie Boyce, and I kind of mix the genres up a bit. And I had this guitar riff, and then just a conversation I had with someone on about cliches in music lyrics, and it came up with the, you know, nothing new under the sun. And that's how I come up with that. Gave me the title, and I kind of wrote the song about, you know, struggling to write the song.
Hey, it's fantastic, dude. And you know, she's only a second appearance on the shows. So everybody, Stephen Boyce, another wonderful, wonderful artist. Sit back and enjoy Nothing New by Stephen Boyce. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
What a lovely afternoon for procrastinating. The song won't write itself, but I know you're waiting. Can I take a holiday from words that are cliche? You've heard them all before.
Mr. Stephen Boyce, another diamond in the rough here, man, that nobody, you know, everybody needs to hear your music, Stephen. Wonderful talent. So while I load up Darman Deflean's song, could you tell us all again the easiest way to get a hold of you, Mr. Boyce?
Yeah, probably just search one of the search engine that should come up. Yeah, I'm on the usual places. I've got a website I'm trying to update a bit. StevieBoys.com.
StevieBoys.com.
Yeah.
What a great website that is.
Spotify, etc.
Dude, and I can't wait to have you back. Until the next time, Stephen Boyce, one love. So coming up second from end is, do you know what? He's the new global director in the family. He's working his butt off aside me. Most days he's over here. Yes, Stephen, anybody can record these shows. That's well done, by the way, wanting to record it for your side. Anytime. So Darman Deflean, as I was saying there, he's become the new global director. He's going to be helping us in many ways, organising lots of shows, and you know, he's a music bank. He's got songs in every genre show I've had so far. I've got one. He's coming on the EDM. He's coming on the rap too. He's a man of many things. Such a special guy. If you don't know Darman yet, you're gonna love him when you do. Darman, who is Darman Deflean, and what's the story behind the song Terrorim? I believe.
Yeah, Terrorim. That's exactly right, or whatever. So, yeah, my name's Darman Deflean. That's my pen name anyway. And I've been doing music since I was 16. I started off with the old pianos or whatever. When I was about 24, I decided I want to try and form a band, which I did. One of the band members I sort of grabbed on the bus. He was sitting next to me on the bus. I said, "You into music?" "Yeah." "Do you play music?" "Yeah." "All right. Do you want to join my band?" So I was determined to give it a go. It lasted about 2 years, but I loved the experience. So the Terrorim was the name of the actual band. So we was like a prog rock, hard rock, goth rock. So we had a couple of variations in there. But we wanted, because we were new, we wanted something to sort of introduce who we were to the world or whatever. So we made like an anthem type of song called Terrorim. I'd just like to say who the original band people were. They were Rob Taylor on rhythm, Steve Taylor on bass, Alvin Williams was the drummer, and John Bowden, he was a special guy who voted second best guitarist in Germany for 2 years on the trot. So there's two versions of this track. The original one was done by students. It's very raw, very heavy, but not the best mix. So I decided that I'd redo everything myself. So everything you hear on this track, I've done myself. And I've tried my best to get that lead guitar. I'm not a great lead guitarist, so I've tried to do it on actually the keyboard. So see what you think anyway.
Hey, Darman Deflean with his project Terrorim, with the song Terrorim. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
is no night like the one in time. There is no light like the one
Darren Deflean, one of his many genres. Brilliant, bro. Absolutely loved it, man. Absolutely fantastic, dude. So, you know how we do this, Darren. Could you, in fact, before we do, Black Nova, I don't know if I can share a Google Drive song and you'll miss out for the radio stations receiving it if I don't have your YouTube link. Or you can tell me the name. But Darren, first of all, how do we find Darren Deflean? Bit a unique name, right enough, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, all that. It's either Darren Deflean, as you see now, or Darren Deflean with the Deflean squashed without the hyphen, or sometimes Darren Deflean with no gaps whatsoever. So yeah, you should be able to find it there. And just like to say, what a great evening! Absolutely brilliant. The quality was very high, and thank you for all the compliments. Great show, Sparky. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, brother. Do you know something? I think I'm going to do this to open up all the genre events, you know, like this was the rock event. At the first show, I will still do deep reviews. I'll do 5 to 7 artists in some shows, but I want to do a weekly rock show once a month. Just give me some time. They're all getting done on a very regular basis. Well, thanks, Darren. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Darren. Black Nova, could you take a long introduction to yourself? This man has got some production skills at the level of Warren G and, dare I say it, Dr. Dre. People were saying it, but he goes into every genre and he's got a rock song. I'm going to try and type that in YouTube to see if I can find it. Black Nova, introduce yourself because we're partners and nobody really knows yet, but You're going to
Yeah,
help
we're,
a lot of people in the future.
we're Black Nova Entertainment. Me and my co-producer Ricardo Love, who's the guitarist. He's not here with me. We are a music duo that produces music in every genre, all original music, and we perform it ourselves. Recently done music for Miss Carrie Cleveland, 82 years old, hadn't recorded in 44 years, and now we have her first music videos out on YouTube and everything. The song I wanted to share with you was Aries Moon. It is not yet released. It is part of what's going to be a pay-per-view concert, but I do have it as a Google Drive link, and it is on Instagram. But the best viewing would probably be if you could take it off the Google Drive, where you could see the full screen really well.
Well, do you know, I don't think it works that way. I tried to do a Google Drive play before, but you've only got one rock show, so we'll bring it on again. So we'll feature it from Instagram. You can all get a listen to it. And brother, as soon as it's on YouTube, it's going to be the best thing for us. I don't think the Google Drive thing causes me problems when I try and do it, because I'm not logged into it and all the rest of it. So without further ado,
I could do a screen share.
You can do a screen share, right? Okay, I'll make you a co-host now then, and you can do a screen share, right?
Yeah,
you introduce it then. Now I can relax for the last 5 minutes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So sorry.
You're okay, man. So that's us. We've done 20 artists in under 2 hours in this fashion. So it is great to talk to each other, but it can also drag on. And this is a great thing if you have genuinely commented on each other's YouTube channels. So I mean, this is a game changer. And I only had the idea today. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. You ready to go? You screen share.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Screen share sound. Optimize video.
And would you believe it if Black Nova told you he was 55? No, but it is.
Okay, cool. I'll bring this down where you can see. Here we go. All right, here we go, y'all. Can you see?
Yes, we can see, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see, bro. Wow, bro. Just wow. That's his input into the rock genre. And it wasn't my words that said before, it is in the level of Warren G and him, you know, Dr. J. That was other people that said that, and he's a mega talent. He's 55 years old, but he only looks like 35. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, he does. He does a lot of like health treatment. You eat well, you change people's diets and stuff. He's just he cares about the world. So Black Nova, the outro of the show. How does everyone find you, bro? And yeah, how does everyone
Yeah,
find you?
Black Nova Entertainment on all platforms. We got so much stuff coming, so much stuff. You'll see me on other shows with Sparky. We really do have songs that really cover the genres. I really enjoyed everybody today. So many diverse sounds, so much good music, so many good concepts, man. I really enjoyed y'all. And now I have to go because I got people coming in to record voiceovers for my animation.
Hey, listen, love you to bits, man. And that was you were the last guest there. So everybody, thanks, Rich. You stayed the full time, bro. I'm honored to bits, man. And everybody, thank you. This is probably what we'll do with these genre dominant shows. And I'll have other shows with 5 to 7 people when we'll sit down and do the reviews. But if you can take the reviews during the show to the YouTube channels, you'll all help each other. And I'm going to talk like this in every show from now on. So Black Nova, thanks. Until the next time.